Welcome back, everybody. Glad you're here. We're back with another request. I have a lot of Kino fans on here, and you guys always want to see more, and it has been a while since I've done one, so Oscar, this one's for you, buddy. I did have to put that into Google Translate, but I knew you were asking for Kino and the Red Yellow Days, so I have looked it up. I did find out, actually, by putting this into Google Translate, that Kino actually means like movie or possibly cinema, which is pretty cool. I did find one with embedded lyrics, but I do have lyrics pulled up on the side here because I'm always going to refer to them and break them down. For those of you who are not familiar with Kino, I'll just tell you that you need to get familiar with them. If you appreciate really good music, this is a band from very early 80s Russia. They're considered one of the best Russian rock bands ever. And honestly, I've never heard of them until I stumbled across them. And it's amazing how little known they are, pretty much like outside of Russia, I guess. The lead singer, Victor Soy, died in a car crash at a very young age in the early 80s. But the band does still tour even to this day. And what they'll do is they'll get on stage and they'll play, but they'll have his vocals piped in, which is amazing. I've seen a couple of those concert performances. And you can't blame him because honestly, Victor's vocals are just haunting. And I couldn't see you replacing them with anything else except his. Like, there's some bands you can change lead singers and keep moving on. I don't think there was any way to replace Victor after he passed. So it was tragic that he left at such a young age, but the music he left behind was amazing. If you're not familiar with it, check out my channel. I have a few reactions to some of their stuff and links to their channels and more Kino stuff that you can look up. That's just really a fun deep dive and rabbit hole to go down. So please check that out. In the meantime, this is Red Yellow Days that we're checking out, and let's see what it's like. You can already tell just by that intro, like, these guys are very much focused on their music. Like, they're not just going to give you like a 2-meter input and just go with it, start singing. Like, just the musical notes that they select in there are just really cool. That little high-pitched ring at the end there was like really cool.
Мой поезд депо. Снова я уезжаю, пора. На пороге ветер заждался меня. На пороге осень, моя сестра. Красно-желтых дней начнется и кончится зима. Горе ты мое от ума, не печалься, гляди веселей. И я вернусь домой со щитом, а может быть на щите, в серебре, а может быть в нищете, но как можно скорее.
Okay, so the lyrics on here are a little bit different from the lyrics here, but basically, my train's been taking a while at a depot where the train's been waiting in the shed. I'm leaving again. It's time. Wind's been waiting for me. Autumn, my sister, is at the doorstep. So his train's getting ready to pull out. He's saying goodbye to his sister, or to his loved one, and the wind's waiting to take him away. The train's waiting to take him away. After the red yellow days, so that's autumn, right? Winter will begin and end. And oh my wit's sorrow, or with sorrow on my mind. Don't be sad. Lift up your chin. And I'll return home with a shield or maybe on a shield. So either carrying his armor or being carried back home dead on his shield. Covered in silver or maybe in poverty without a penny in hand, I believe it said. So either victorious because you're covered in silver because of all your medals, you're a hero, or covered in silver with the loot from plunder from being successful, or maybe without a penny in hand, maybe just dead broke, like you lost and you're just stumbling home. But as soon as I can. So he's getting ready to say goodbye, getting ready to go to war. And he's being very honest with her and like, I'm going to be home soon one way or the other. I might be alive. I might be dead. I might be rich. I might be poor. But, I might be a success. I might be a failure. But this is what's going on.
Расскажи мне о тех, кто устал от безжалостных уличных драм и о храме из разбитых сердец и о тех, кто идет в этот храм.
So tell me of those who are tired of merciless street drama. So you have rioting in the streets, you have arguments in the streets, you have all this drama in the streets, probably over this conflict, the war, like should we go to war, should we not? So there's all this back and forth. But then you have the temple made of broken hearts, the church made of broken hearts, and those who are going to that temple. So the ones who are going to that temple because they have a broken heart because they've seen their loved ones leave and not come back. So you have all this inner turmoil in the city, but you have those who are suffering the real loss that are going to this temple or this church because of their loss.
После красно-желтых дней начнется и кончится зима. Горе ты мое от ума, не печалься, гляди веселей. И я вернусь домой со щитом, а может быть на щите, в серебре, а может быть в нищете, но как можно скорей.
The structure of this song, I'm sorry, I've just got to stop for a second here. Because the structure of this song just made me realize that it's interesting that they're playing, like the drum beat, backbeat is just so fast. But then the lead guitars, when they're playing the solos, are like doom, 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 or playing the solo doom, 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 doom. Just very slow and like the half speed of what the drum beat is. So you're getting like all that drama in the street, all that action that's out on the battlefield with the drum beats, and then you have the rhythm of the guitars, which is telling the real story of the people back home, which is more slow and mournful. So you have like these two. So you have the guitars playing at like half the speed that the drum beat's playing. Maybe more. I can't identify speeds like that. But it's really interesting. Like if you took away the guitars, you took away those front instruments and just was listening to that beat, like you think this is a dance track or something. But then you add in those guitars and it just makes the music just creates that subliminal sound of like, all the actions there. but you're not going to get to it without hearing about the heartbreak that's in front of it. Really, really cool how they're doing that. I love that.
А мне приснилось, миром правит любовь. А мне приснилось, миром правит мечта. И над этим прекрасно горит звезда. Я проснулся и понял, беда. Красно-желтых дней начнется и кончится зима. Горе ты мое от ума, не печалься, гляди веселей. И я вернусь домой со щитом, а может быть на щите, в серебре, а может быть в нищете, но как можно скорей.
So that last verse was it looked like the subtitles got a little bit messed up there. So I dreamt that the world is ruled by love, and I dreamt that the world is ruled by dreams, and a magnificent star shines above all this. I woke up and realized trouble or troubles afoot. So he's dreaming that there's like, he wants the love, he wants the dreams, he wants a better world, he wants like peace, and there's this magnificent star shining above all this. You know, the allusion to like the sun. You know, the sun is another star. The star is also a sun. Is that the name of that other song that he did? Pretty interesting. He always keeps referring to this light above, the star above. You know, whether he's referring to like this an object of hope or God, or you know, just this thing that you hold on to for like shining a light and like getting rid of the darkness that's in this world. But when he wakes up, he's stuck in the middle of it. It's just really a cool song, man. I really like that. They always find interesting ways to tell the story about. I guess when in the early '80s, when all this was going on, they do a lot of their writing. You know, they're fighting in the Afghan war. The Russians are in the Afghan war. You're in the middle of the Cold War. You're behind the Iron Curtain. You just have all this. I can't even imagine what that was like. I can't even imagine like living in that just environment, like day in, day out for decades. And you know, you want to have hope, you want to have those dreams, you want to have like, you know, you want to think that that star is up there, that sun is up there, that light is up there, God is up there, and they're going to do something about it. But you're stuck in this day after day after day, and you're fighting this Cold War, so you hate everybody that's in the West. You're fighting in Afghanistan, so your people are dying over there. You have all these, whatever inner turmoil was going on, I'm sure there was some. And the music that they put out, that Kino puts out, that Victor sings with those amazing lyrics, is just so descriptive and so on point with those metaphors. And he doesn't you know, whitewash it. He doesn't tone it down. Like he'll sit there and tell, you know, this person that he's leaving, like, you know, I may live, I may die, I may be a hero, or I may just barely get out, but I will be home one way or another. So, you know, don't be sad, lift your chin up, I will be home. So he's trying to give his own little bit of hope, even while he's facing these oppressive circumstances and desperate circumstances that he's getting ready to be trained off into. Just really cool, man. I love that I found this band and the music that they produce. It's really amazing. I'm never disappointed every time I hear them. So, in the meantime, what did you think? Did you like it? Drop me a comment and let me know. I really want to hear. In the meantime, please hit that thumbs up button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends and complete strangers. But let me know what you thought of it. I'd like to hear it. And if you have something else that you'd like me to check out, if there's other Russian bands out there that I haven't heard of, and I'm sure there are, point me in their direction, because I want to check them out and definitely find more music that I've never heard before. In the meantime, you guys be good. Stay safe out there. I love you. See you next time. Bye.